And a lot of things, the weather and everything. Today it's May 5th, and I think today we had a hailstorm today is May 9th. Today we had a hailstorm in Toronto. Все меняется. Это очень необычная погода, очень необычные условия. И некоторые даже могут сказать, some people can even have it, that the political powers they are really not right. They are like antichrist, whoever goes with the biblical way of thinking, etc. But things are really, really different. There was never a time when so many were connected and disconnected at the same time. People are really afraid. And when we are afraid, because we can't blame ourselves, we blame others. So there are lots of, I know that people are usually in the office, people would be going and husband, wife would have some time. But right now when everyone is together, se вместе постоянно. И когда мы с другим человеком, when we are with someone, we are blessed to trigger fear, at least irritation, which is the mask of fear, at least irritation, because the other person is other. So whenever we are closed up with other people, the other people are the source of fear in our lives. Okay? So I'm going to be explaining how to become fearless by going to the very root. Не становимся бесстрашным, вспомнив, кто мы, just by remembering who we are and by forgetting who we think we are not. Just by forgetting who we think we are and by remembering who we really are, we can get over fear. So, and when we are, когда мы работаем со страхом или со любовью, я сегодня дам одну самую простую сверхъестественную силу. I'll be sharing a superpower with you today that will change everything in your world. I can guarantee you that. So I'll also go through what the basics are of the teachings, how to become fearless, and I'll give you a superpower that is hidden inside you. When we progress, there are lots of things happening on the planet. So a lot of things are very, very irrational. People are very disconnected. People have comfort, but they are very, very full of fear. So огромное различие, отличие между людьми. И это поднимает страх. The more we are disconnected from who we think we are and from the other people, because in a way it is the same. The other people are us in a different way. So slowly we have to understand, we have to go to the right to the core and use our superpower. So we start the meditation, all meditations, like people read Bible, people read Gita, and they still filter it in their own way. I told a person, please pray. And the person called me after 2 days that I have been doing psychological drawings of energy. I told another person to pray by becoming more loving for husband and children. And she called to me after 2 days that she was reading mantra endlessly with energy. So you have to go to the intent. You have to go to the intent right now. And it's not rocket science. Do not think, не думайте, что есть где-то какая-то тайна. Do not think that in the world of enlightenment there is a secret somewhere which will this. Everything is just sleeping inside you. That's why the superpowers are shown as a snake rising up. But why doesn't this snake rise up? If any one of you and those who are not coming for the first time, if you will ask me a question about something that happened in life, I can close eyes, pray with you, and tell you probably one of the good answers, one of the possible good answers. And why is it that you guys cannot do it? You have to be asking yourself, why is it that you guys are not yet gurus? Why? All of you are about 35, 40. All of you are surviving in North America. All of you are basically good people. Why is it that you do not have this superpower? And why is it that some people would consider a middle-aged Indian above 55 has got something? I'll tell you. I'll share the secret with you. And the secret is very, 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 very easy. We have made things very complex because the times are complex. Everything in the external world is very complex. Are you guys still hearing? I'm losing something. Yeah? Okay. So I was getting an echo which suddenly went away. So first of all, why is it that these teachings which should be freeing us from fear, etc., seem to be in Gita or somewhere or something or hidden, and we even pay $200, $20 for sessions and for someone to tell us something mystic? Because the external world in which we see disconnects and we see other people and other things, that creates a fear in us. So first understand that all fear comes from thinking that something is else. So I'll give you a very, very simple example. For example, if you are in a room of 20 people and you're told, oh, there is a storm, you have to, because of the virus or something, you all have to, 20 have to go, your quarantine, you have to go to sleep in the same room. So you will have a fear, oh, and if you have some money, then you won't be able to sleep. You will be, maybe someone will steal it away or something. But if you are told that everyone in the room is your relative, is from the same place, thinks like you won't have. Your amount of fear will keep on going down to the amount of closeness that you will feel with the group. But if you cannot connect with the group in any way, your fear will be of the same proportion. Because you will see, oh, the other people are whatever, they look different, they talk different, etc. And these things will create a fear in you. But if you are surrounded by a countryman, by the people who have a common bond with you and are like related, etc., maybe relationship is not. So the больше ви думаете и видите различие, тем больше у вас будет страх. И все эти тайны, что вы как бы бесстрашны, кажется, о, это мистика, и люди оплачивают большие деньги за это все. Вам надо понимать, почему до сих пор это у вас дремлет. You really have to understand why is it that these things are sleeping inside you, and why is it that you don't have these powers are still. These powers are inside everyone. Эти все силы, способности внутри каждого из нас, но они дремлят. And you have to wake them up with very simple exercises. The word is not such that, oh, your powers, ваши способности будут открыться тогда, когда вы какой-то, вы $2000 курс пройдете, you would be paying for $2000 some course or 20,000 course. I have even seen a person who went to this Monroe Institute, paid $20,000, and they give you a helmet in which you hear voices which put you into beta sleep or theta sleep. And after 2 weeks, of course, you start going nuts and you're told whatever. So I was asking, after paying $20,000, what is it that you got? And this person's mode of revenue was that she would go take a course and then she would conduct classes for 100 people and charge everyone 200 and then get the 2,000 or 20,000 back. And she would say, at the very last, first of all, she was very fearful of sharing anything which she seemed would be more than the $200. But she considered me to be in the same profession. So After the last day, I felt that I'm getting in touch. I said, with whom? And I had a feeling that she wanted to say with some extraterrestrial beings, etc. And you pay $20,000 for doing that, to put up on a helmet and listen to these noises in the head, etc. And it's a huge running business. That Monroe Institute is earning a lot because everyone goes that we will become something special. So, yeah, of course, you're special. You're paying $20,000 to put on a helmet with sounds. If you're really interested, you can get those sounds on the internet, because someone gave to me that jacket, gave to me that noise and said only an Apple can play with the right frequency, and you put it on and you go to sleep, etc. I was curious for 10 minutes, but it's garbage, because in the mind, of course, if you put on those waves, etc., our thoughts, our processes are over out there. You become very susceptible, and whatever happens. There's even a God helmet. Some people call it the God helmet. That if you put it on, after some time, your brain gets so much messed up. It's like having that ayahuasca and all that. Your brain gets messed up so much that you start seeing things, and the people who have sold it to you, they are the rational ones. You are the irrational ones. You thought, vi dumali sto nadeva patrate 20 nadeve to šlim sa elektronike, vi vidite Boga ili stanovite sto hođe na Boga. It's all a search for God. It is good. It is good. If you can afford it, it is good, but it does not lead you there, because the answers are inside you. All the answers are inside you, and I'm going to give you the superpower, but you don't have to. You have to promise that you won't kill me. Oh, Tarun, the answer was so simple or something, or it's for free or something. Because the external world is very different and the internal world is very different. So you have to first understand the reason most people don't read Bible, Gita, etc., or whatever is happening. They do not get the clarity because we take the clarity as people. So you put on your filter of thinking, then whatever Tarun is saying, that goes through, etc. And the first challenge barrier that you have to cross is, we'll all close our eyes and think of it like this. The whole world around us started with one desire. One desire was there. Before you took on the human form, before time and space got created. So close your eyes, we will go together to the place from where we all came, so that you know that there is no fear, because there is no one who is not connected to you. So if you're driving, you don't close your eyes, Lena, but your heart's eyes open and slightly take the focus off the word around you for those who are driving or something. Close your eyes. And first of all, the first barrier is that you stop whatever is the clarity flowing through me as information that will make you happy. Vi перестаю принимать ясность, которая льется через меня, как информация. Ясность, clarity frees you so that you become fearless. Information just makes your mind heavy and clutters it up. That's the difference. So you are going to be imparting, you are going to be partaking in this dance of clarity. You are going to be taking part. Vibhutiteya samnoi tansevat. But tanse yasnosti. Освобождение от страхов прошлого. So it starts off like this. Closing your eyes. As you close your eyes, your true eye of the heart opens up. When you are seeing the world with the biological eyes, you see differences. When you open your heart's eye, you see everything connected through love. Now, just feel in your heart pure light and go back to the time and space, because in the heart is the power of unconditional pure love, another name for God. And everyone has that power. So you go back to the initial place when think of it, when the sun was just dead, only the sun, no planet, no nothing, just a burning ball of energy. And that burning ball of energy, the source of godliness, because we cannot define God. My nie możemy objaśnić, kto to jest Bóg. No božestvo vyražala mysli. Godliness said, I want to be many, to have this dance of creation. At that moment, from that ball of fire, rays of pure godliness go out into the creation. Those rays, we give them names. In my case, you can call me Tarun, whatever name you are carrying, that's your name of the godliness on this planet right now. And there are millions of planets and billions of dimensions. And we decided, okay, we are going to jump to the most difficult place where the most bizarre things are happening, where we have a Trump, Trudeau, we have immigrants, and then we have COVID, and all the bizarre things are happening. We are going to be having the most adventurous life on the whole creation. Because things could be so beautiful, but we are going to be pretending that we have like really miserable lives. Well, we are going to be enjoying the creation. We have the sun for free, the sea for free, the land for free, the air for free. But we are still going to be, and there might be more dimensions where these things might not be free. There might be a tax. They tried to tax Bolivar for water. So we are very, very privileged rays of sun who got out for adventure, just like your best friends go camping. And when you go camping, you don't take all your air conditioner and everything. You want to enjoy the jungle. You like even the mosquito. You know that there are mosquito bites. You know that you'll have to go out in the woods to do things, etc. There is no toilet. But everyone likes that adventure. We leave our comfortable houses and we go for the adventure. Now, the godliness is very comfortable letting us go. But because the godliness is full of love, it says, you're leaving me. Okay, cool. Go and have adventures anywhere in the universe. But I will give you some safety. So you are God's representative. It's like in Bible. Representation of God is man. And man also, Bible also says, the Father and Son are one. Gita also says the same. Between me and you, there is no difference. Krishna to Arjuna. So, all these rays of godliness with different names, which we have taken up, are sent, but godliness says, I'll give you some layers of protection. So when you go to the planet, you will have a vehicle so that you can have this dance of helping each other with love. And it will be very healthy. It will have this thing, but it will be for time, because ultimately you're not going out camping forever. And if you don't come back, then I will send you COVID so that if you are 55 or something, then you can come back. That's all. Nothing big about it. Going home, it's more comfortable there. The second thing is, okay, and so you are going to be having this protection, this Ferrari car I'm giving you, very finely tuned, super intelligent. You don't have to even do anything. You just put in the food. You don't have to know what enzymes are breaking it down, how your stomach is like absorbing and doing all that. You don't have to understand anything. You are going to get a car and you're going to be driving it around and have fun. And if you find someone else to share a car with, have fun. Do not destroy or cause damage to any other car. That's the only rule of the road. Okay. Then says, then beyond that, I'll give you a protection of an energy armor, so that you will always feel your energy will always be saved. You will be safe inside the deepest part of your body, but there will be an energy that we call aura. Good. Beyond that, I will also give you the power to have experience and then say, okay, if this thing went wrong, then you shouldn't be stepping onto the same thing again. So I'll give you what you will be calling as intellect, okay? And then I will give you a mind. So whatever is happening within you, you can actually focus and you can take care of it, and everything that your eyes fall on it, you can either record or remember. So you have a recording system with you, which you call the mind. And beneath all these layers, whenever you want, you can always remember me. Call me by any name on the planet. Allah, Father in heaven, Krishna, Vishnu, Narayan, any name. And you will get connected to me. Nazavi minne lubi mimine, yatibeda chitiri sloy zashita, toyotela kak machina, toya energia, tonka energia, toya steel myślenia, które тебе защищает и дает учиться. И твое, как называется это, мышление или mind, твоя личность, которая является все это, your personality which saves you. And now after some time, people have everything, but we are playing this role of a husband, father, mother, whatever role, whatever. Suddenly we feel with all this comfort, because comfort, to pit, from comfort in the North America, we become stupid. That's how the Roman Empire fell. They become fat and slobby. They stopped being soldiers and became very, very soft because they had slaves to do everything. So it's one of the official reasons. So we are like that. We have so much. And then when we get afraid because we see some other ray of love, of God's love, we see only with our physical eyes the other person's on top, and we only see what that person is doing. And the analogy would be that the whole of universe is only God, including us and everyone. And we, because we are meditating, we are part of the heart. And one of the heart cells says to you, oh, I don't believe in you. How will you convince that heart cell? You cannot say you are God. That's how a lot of people misunderstood Hinduism also. You cannot say. Godliness is in you. True. But if with your divine life you start doing things which are not good for others, then you are going to be feeling depressed. So some of the people who are over out here are depressed and sad. That happens when you see the world only through biological eyes. You see others as others, not as a part of you. And all the depressed people have got one thing in common. They think the thoughts in their head are very important. And they think that the idea to be on this planet is to live as much as we can. No, it's not. Better to live 5 seconds and die of COVID, but help someone with those 5 seconds and feel really good, rather than have this North American thing, I'm going to be living forever. You can't. And the more you think that you will live forever, the more difficult when you are crossing over it becomes. But if every day you're doing something for others on the planet, service, служите другим, у вас не будет страх, я объясняю почему. You will not have the fear, because when you start seeing that you started from the same godliness, and when you're sad, you call out, God, why is this, why is that? You wrote the scenario of your life. You are the director, you are the actor, who are you going to blame? God just sent us with these armored сети защиты, послал нас куда угодно вселенной. Мы приземлялись в земле и начинаем жаловаться. We start to complain. Our thoughts are very important. No, the word is not as I thought. So the heart cell says, I'm having a judgment on the stomach because it is doing really bad things, etc. And you cannot say, no, it's part of me, like it's happening the way it should be. The whole universe is perfectly balanced, but your judgment is not. But no, COVID is bad, this is bad, that is bad, Trump is bad, this is good, that the neighbor is bad, my husband is bad, everyone who is it, and you start naming it in the list. And all these things which have happened to me are bad or good, whatever. You have to go to the source. And one of the yoga features is that you do your hand as I taught you the last time. You hold out the palm. It is the sign of fearlessness, and it is the sign of, with the palm out, you bless everything and everyone. And you even imagine that an eye is opening over out here. In the center of the palm, the eye of eternity, and you bless everything and everyone. This is called the Hamza in the Jewish and the Arab. It's the sign of good luck. You bless everyone. So that takes out your fear. Satana is the other. So of course, the other person is to be playing a game. Whenever anyone on the planet or any condition makes you fearful, means they have won, like in a video game. So you start blessing. May you fructify, may you be happy, because ultimately everyone is looking for happiness. You bless, I guarantee your fear will go away. Now, how to bless? So we are sharing this clarity. So the clarity, first of all, you imagine in your heart any symbol of God. Today we will go with the symbol of Om. It's like a 3. The first time we did with cross, which is a manly symbol rather, male symbol, because it is line and it is definitive. And the woman symbol is all about strategy and fluidity. Deepkast, Shenka symbol, Om. And you imagine it in your heart. Now, why people do not get it is when they play with any religion only at a surface level. Kagda tolka bukvalna pare. We mischodim glubshe. In the deepest part of your heart, where you have the godliness from the source, in the deepest part of your heart, you imagine a Om. Now, when you breathe in, you take in energy, not oxygen. We don't live by oxygen. That's the biological part. I'm talking about the godliness inside you, which lives only based on your energy. So everything and everywhere is energy. You inhale energy with Om. Take it to your heart. When the energy of Om reaches the deepest part of your heart, you exhale it with Om and breathe out gently. In and out. Activating Om in the center of your heart, in the center of your universe. Oh, and now you start to see your body as the whole universe, all the planets, all the sun. The sun is in the center of your heart. All the planets, your whole body is like the sky. Oh, and you are free of all fear, because inside your heart, the whole of creation, all the people you like, dislike, all the situations you like, dislike. Just to be one navica, se katari, se nakhoditsava, sempre vashava, testa. We are all in each other's heart, and everyone and everything is in the heart of God, and heart of God is inside everyone's heart. Oh. And you bow your head to the clarity, which frees you. You bow in your head. You let your personality, what you think your name is and all that, with this biological body that you have, there is a story. When you think you are this body, you have a story. I have this parents, I have this neighbor, this has happened, that has happened. And we are stuck in a time when 3 of you who are attending over our care are doing something with psychology. And psychology is the biggest waste of time. I have not seen a person recover psychologically. Because when you go to a psychiatrist, You keep on going. When I was 10 years, then this happened, then 15 years, this happened, then 20 years. So you're going around the same thing. And it becomes a hurt. And you pay big money to a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist listens, and you feel very good because someone is listening to you. You could also go to a pedicure, manicure, instead of going to a psychiatrist and have that that Asian lady probably working for $20 an hour listen to your life story while you're doing while you're getting a pedicure, manicure. That's why they're so popular. Otherwise, who on this planet cannot do a nail cutting job by themselves? Everyone can, but we are willing to spend even $80 for that. So you go to the deepest part and you start to bless everything that has happened. Everything that you thought your psychology will say, if you will become Oedipus complex or this, etc. Of course, everyone will have an Oedipus complex. When you're choosing a life partner, it will be, if you are a female, your life partner, probably if you go with the heterosexual lifestyle, will be a male, and all males are going to have some common points. It doesn't mean that you're sleeping with your father. That's what psychology, Freud, gets you. So psychology has got its own. Have fun, but it doesn't cure anyone, because all the time you're talking of the same past things. But right now you go to the level of heart and bless everything and everyone with oh. Now the superpower is that you have to start using from today, even right now. Supposing everything in your life goes bad, like you lose the money, you lose the relationship, you're losing the body. But in your heart, you imagine that you are happy. Just imagine. You can imagine anything. Everyone can imagine being with Brad Pitt or J-Lo or whatever your fantasy is, and that's not going to be happening. But imagining that your heart is smiling can happen within 5 seconds. So in this stage, when your heart is open and your whole body is like the sky, your eyes are planets, your fingernails are planets, your whole body is like the sky, is the universe. Your heart is shining. Smile. Use your power of imagination. First level. You just smile with your heart. That is all that enlightenment is. Now, we live in a world where everything is different. Because in the 18th century, Newton first discovered the laws of motion, and everything is discrete, everything is going with their velocity until it affects the other body. So everything is different, discrete. So everyone has a different plan of life. So it was very good for capitalism, because the earth has no value. Time and space are absolutes. You don't have to explain them. And you are just exploiting others because your life is different, their life is different. And that led to so many revolutions. Finally, it was because of this that revolution started, because all the capitalists led to this individualism. My life is more important. I am more important. So that leads to violence, and one would think, capitalists are happy. No. The people who have made so much amount of money by causing misery to so many people are never going to be happy. That is why even amongst the richest people, you have these Prozac and all that. You think that someone is driving a Ferrari or Lamborghini and they're happy. Those guys are even more miserable. A lot of time, because they have the double whammy. They think that we have this money, we should be happy, and most of them are feeling very poor because the person in the Lamborghini is comparing himself with the person who has got Bugatti. So it's a never-ending race. And the person who have got all the money, they are envious of the people who have more fame. The people who have fame, they are more famous. They want security in terms of money. So everyone is jealous of someone because everyone sees the world through their eyes. And they believe in the Newtonian world. And then came Mr. Descartes. And Descartes was the person who made the two different things in a graph. So Descartes' graph Cartesian graphs are still used. He was a brilliant mathematician. And even he was invited by the King of France. He said, who designed this Versailles? And they would, oh, the architect is somewhere there in another village. So he came up with the idea that the God is somewhere and he has a remote control and we are different and we are in a different world, and it fits very nicely with Newton. Everything is discrete. You are different, I am different. But when your heart is opening, then you are connected. When you are connected, you think, you imagine. So we are going to imagining right now. You imagine that everyone who has lived in a different time. Let's say Hitler, Caesar, Buddha, Rama, Jesus, they lived in a different time. But in the universe, we are in the same creation, and time also links us. You think that you and me, we are in different places, so we are not connected. We are, first of all, digitally. But space is something that connects us. We are all together in the space. This space that is on the planet Earth, we are all on the same rocket, going towards who knows where? No one knows. Science cannot answer where we came from, where we are going, who we are. These three questions science cannot answer. So you have to be knowing that you came from God. You're going back to God, all of us. And that creates inside in you, by focusing in the center of your heart, seeing yourself as the universe, as all of the creation. Увидев себя как создание, творение, и все творение в себе, все страхи уходят. Вы видите, что время и пространство нас соединяет, не отличает. You see that everything and everyone is inside you. And if you have anger at someone, если у вас есть обида, где эти мысли? В вашем голове. Если у вас есть любовь к другому человеку и любви к Богу, где это все? В вашем сердце. So if you have any judgments, good or bad, it's all inside you. And if you have anger, then whose body, whose life are you destroying? Your own. Если вы держите обиду в своем голове и сердце, чью жизнь, чью вселенную вы разрушаете своей ненавистью, своим непониманием. Your own. If you carry anger and pain in your heart, etc., whose universe are you destroying? Your own, because you have these things in your. So right now, imagine that you are burning in your heart with the healing heart, with the power of Om, of the whole group connected together. Because we are setting up a balance. Мы все балансируем все сумасшествие, которое происходит в мире, когда мы открываем биологические глаза. You are going to gift yourself with the power of imagining, first of all, that you are from God, that you are the power of Om, Amin, Allah, residing in your heart. And when you have no anger at anyone on the planet, then all your powers get awakened. The biggest power is the ability to love everything. So the snake is coming up. Oh, see that you are shining love to all the feminine energy on the planet. And all the feminine energy is in your thoughts and is in your inside your own universe that you call the body. So everyone is being blessed with pure love. Your parents, all the female energy, your partners, everyone, your mothers, your friends, your neighbors, all the half of the humanity. And all your judgments, oh, this woman was like this, my mother was like this, it's all removed. You see only pure love and you see only love in your heart. Now with Om, we bless all the male energy. Sometimes in life you have to go left, and sometimes you have to, if you are going to be driving only with one particular way, you will have an accident. So sometimes you are strong. No, child, you should not be playing with fire. And sometimes you are going to be saying, okay, you can have one candy. So sometimes you are like a mother, sometimes you are like a father. It doesn't mean that this energy is bigger, that is stronger. No. So the mother energy, you use Om. The father energy, you focus on the symbol of cross, Jesus, and shower all of the male energy with pure love from your heart. Oh, breathe in Om, let it go to your heart. Let the explosion of joy in the body, which is now like a sky. Oh. so that the burning heart, like a sun, fills your whole universe of your body with pure golden love. Oh, oh, oh. And you see that you are connected to everything, everyone. Everyone is connected to you. Beyond time and space, you go beyond the science of limitations. Anything that makes you see yourself as different. Any teaching. If you take a course of 20,000 and then you feel I am special, you haven't learned anything. If you take a course of free course and it teaches you that everyone and you are connected, so that's why you serve, because in serving you are helping yourself and your mission self-realized. All the depressed people are sad on the planet. Why? Because they start living for whatever is in their head. I think my husband should be like this. I think my wife should be like this. No. The universe is perfect. Do everything that you can do to improve the universe, your job, but then accept everything that you cannot change with pure love. Even if it is the virus coming to get me and anyone else, thank you. Because I had a really beautiful journey on this planet. The sun, earth, moon, all the people who made me angry, all the people who made me sad, they helped in the scenario. If the scenario of my life was like this, I was born rich, I was born beautiful, and then this person loved me, and then that person loved me. I had a life of comfort, and then I became stupid. So didn't learn anything. But the more you manage with love, when everyone and the situations are forcing you, oh, I should be having a judgment call, but you go to your very root and you just bless with, oh, oh, oh. And we are starting to use the power of imagination. So everything can go wrong, but just imagine your heart is smiling. Oh, oh, now. Proszę wyzilerować, to przedstawcie, это самая большая сила любви. Представьте, что все происходит не так, но сердце улыбается. Just imagine everything that can go wrong is going wrong, but your heart is smiling. You don't show the smiling heart if someone is dying, but inside you, your universe has got to be equanimous. Ваше вселенная должен быть ровным. Неважно, что происходит, сердце ваше улыбается. You imagine your heart to be smiling. So to keep the smile perfect, imagine that there is a laughing Christ, laughing Mother Mary, Shiva, Buddha, laughing in your heart, whichever image you like, but laughing image of God in the deepest part of your heart. Oh, oh, and the laughter in the heart becomes a part of you. Oh, oh. So now visualize this laughing God inside your heart, blessing everything and everyone with laughter, because that's what's missing in the world. You bless everything and everyone, and you start to open your superpowers. Oh, imagination of God in your heart is what enlightenment is all about. If you take a course of 40,000, 50,000, whatever course or whatever you do, and your heart is not smiling with God inside you, means nothing has happened. Even it can go bad, because you can come back and then the people that I referred to, they had divorces. But they came back from these courses. I am special. I am your teacher. I have spent $20,000. Whatever. You have danced this dance of creation with me. You see it now, everyone in your heart as being connected through time, space, even Hitler and even everyone on the planet. You have sympathy for people who are bad. Have sympathy for them. Oh, and as you bless the people who caused you to feel fear, we Благословляйте улыбающим сердцем все, которые ситуации и люди, которые травмировали. И вы лечите свою травму. You are blessing everything and everyone by imagining that you're in your heart, a laughing God is imagining with imaginary laughter is giving to everyone love, laughter, but your healing is going to be real in terms of this material body if we consider that this material body is real. It doesn't mean that it is real. It means that it is transitory. No matter how much we laugh from the heart, this body will grow old. If not COVID, something else will come up. But you have to stop living in fear and sadness. Whatever happens, you have to imagine for 5 minutes every day with Om in your heart. Laughing God, or see yourself as laughing, as golden light in your heart, and blessing everything and everyone with a smiling heart. Oh, 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 oh. Some of you are imagining that your wings are opening, you are becoming angels, which is excellent. Because angels are just people who died and then they came back on the planet and said, we want to help others. Maybe in life they were not able to help others, and then before dying, every 3 seconds before dying, sometimes 3 seconds, sometimes 3 minutes after dying, people feel, oh, I came to this planet to help others, and then what did I start doing? Just eating and having relationships, superficial, etc., and I didn't help anyone. I just did things which were good. So everyone has got, when we look in the external world, there are so many things which are irrational, and people have more money, less money. There's a story that a person came and the whole village was getting divided because there were 11 marbles and the 2 boys were not able to divide, and one boy was the son of the priest, and one was the son of the minister. So they were fighting and the whole village got divided. So finally they said, okay, we will go to the holy man in the mountain. They went and they said, we have to divide the 11 marbles between these 2 boys. So the priest said, okay. The holy man said, okay, I'll divide it. It's leading to a war, so I will lead. But when he was starting to divide, someone said, you should do as God does. So the man thought and then gave 10 marbles to one and 1 to 1. Because God is not fair in the external world. В этом мире биологическом нету справедливости. Because it's a play. You need challenges. Think of it like this. That in the external world, there are people who have more intelligence, more money, more this and that. But when you close your eyes, the only people who are happy are self-realized, whose heart is happy. You can have sometimes everyone is trying to make money. Sometimes people are cursed with money. Because once they get that money, then they can't develop spiritually. Or once they get that name and fame, so many people, actors and actresses, end up in bad ways. It is very illogical. But they are actors, so they pretend to be happy, etc. And then I told you that even one of the most brilliant person is Kim Kardashian, and she is now having divorce or whatever. But she had all these moments, and then a lot of actors, etc. They go through huge. It's part of being emotionally also. Your actors, etc. You think, oh, I am more entitled, etc. But when you close your eyes, you are the hero or the heroine and the director, producer of your life. You are the main person. The external world has no values if you close your eyes. The sun even can be very powerful. Солнце может быть очень такой, фильм может быть очень такой, у кого-то может быть много денег. But if you close your eyes and focus on the internal home, you are more. And if you give $1 to a homeless guy every day, you will feel very rich. But if you have millions and you don't give anyone or do anything, or you just live for the ideas in your head, I feel energy, I feel this, that, you start being I, me, mine, then you become depressed. Because when you do not see the others as different, then you can give them stuff. You are making yourself happy by helping someone else becoming happy, because you are connected. If you feel that, oh, if you open your eyes and live in the biological world, then you are different, the other person is different. But when your heart, the other person is also the same, is coming from the same sun, and in fact, if your lives are intertwined, jeśli wasze жизни пересекаются, значит, что наша задача была просто танцевать и помочь друг другу. И если кто-то нам ударил, то он создал препятствие, которое мы просили. If someone is able to hurt us, means that we asked at a soul level, try to hurt me, I'll be okay. And then when the other person leaves you or something, and then we start, oh, I want this, I want that. So we become very small. Мы начинаем думать, наше счастье, это если тот человек будет рядом, если дети будут, если отношения будут, если семья будет, если одежда будет, если это будет. То есть у нас получается огромный список условий. But people who have all these things, люди, у которых есть все, они все равно нигде. Поэтому просто фокусируйте любой минут. 5 минут каждый день, ваша сила, your power of imagination. It has been initiated. You imagine in the center of your heart a laughing Buddha, a smiling Jesus, a blessing Mother Mary, and you bless everything and everyone that causes you any emotional stress. Every day you do this for 5 minutes, and you imagine that you are an angel of love, spreading love, and you will become that. Whatever you imagine in your inner true imaginary world, that's the true, because if you have nothing on the planet, but you're in your heart, you imagine that you're happy, you are happy. So imagination is the first level. Then you take it to visualization of God inside you, and then you take it to a level where you know that godliness is inside you and everyone. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Good. You guys can, if anyone has any questions regarding their life or anything, you can ask right now. So this is your homework of imagining in your heart a smiling God and blessing everything and everyone. Okay, so someone has a question, and you can ask about your life also. If you have anything that you want to understand, you can.
Tarun, may I ask my question?
Yeah, sure.
I keep dreaming of the same person. I don't have anything special with this person anymore. I don't see it. I don't see him. I'm not in contact. I'm not talking. When we parted, everything was fine, and we stayed friends. But I keep dreaming of having dreams with this person.
Okay.
Maybe not on a regular basis, but let's say once in a month or two, and I don't understand why.
Okay, so if you are dreaming of a person, would you call that dream a nightmare?
No, it's actually.
Then enjoy it. Then enjoy it. There is no problem.
It has no meaning. It has no meaning.
Not every, like what you are dreaming are things in your mind. Most of your dreams are unrealized. Mm-hmm. So whatever you wanted in reality, that didn't work out. So at a very deep level, and then you have to take it to the second level. The people in our life, especially in our dreams, are not people. If you will meet with him within 2 months, again you will be hating each other. In fact, before 40 days before you had your differences, you guys hated each other a lot. 42 days ago, and it wasn't you were outside wherever you were. You were not, but you were together and you hated each other. So the point is, you had this volcanic feeling of hatred. So the point is this: people in our life are symbols. Most of the time, the male person is a symbol of security. So you want security, but that secure sense of security comes into your dreams, and you have a good dream, you do whatever with that person. It becomes, you don't have to understand it, because the mind is impossible to understand. No one has been able to, psychiatrists go mad. No one has been really able to understand what happens in the mind. Let it be. As long as there is no fear, and if you had a good time in the stream, then it is helping you retain your sense of balance. If it's happening more than a week, then it would be an obsession, and if you cannot make new connections, then that would be a problem. But you are okay. Dreaming, you just have to understand that the person is that you are dreaming of is a symbol of manliness. Manliness in terms that of security in your mind. So when you were 16 and a half, something happened with a male personality, 16 years and around exactly 16 years and 5 months. Something happened, and that person reminds you of whatever that happened. So when we go back and think of when we see a song from our childhood or something, for 3 seconds, our mind actually creates that environment. So we avoid the stress of right now by this nostalgia. Me, Brother Sham's approach, like we think that, oh, when we were 16 and a half, then we didn't have any problems, etc. But it's a fake thing. If you will truly go to 16 and a half, everyone is really stressed about what's going to be happening then. You don't enjoy your youth, etc. so much as people think. I've got daughters and etc. and you need a lot of empathy, but the mind creates that though it was happy, but mind also creates that it was unhappy. You can find it out. You can, if you're really concerned, think about this person and burn a candle, and I'll burn a candle with you tonight in the evening, with this thought that may you go your way in thoughts also. We are already not physically together, even though there was some communication around 2 weeks ago. So we are already not together. Go your way in peace and let me evolve in peace, and the dreams will stop. Because who is doing the candle burning? Who is expressing this thought? You at a deeper level. And the candle works at a very deep level because it is the fire of God. Okay. So just do this and then it will be okay. So
thank you.
Okay. So we are all going to be sending love. First of all, just with your heart, send love to Anna. Just send love to Anna. She's like a daughter to all of us. And she has had a lot of anger from 18 and 27th year of her life. A lot of anger and sadness, they go together. Om Namo Shivaya. 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 We are also going to be sending love to Katya or Catherine, so that she becomes strong. And the people in our life, they can be abusive only when we allow them to become abusive. And people in our life can be abusive when we have a fear. I only see my happiness in you, and then the person can become abusive because you have just given them the remote control. But if you will say, you know what, I respect myself and I am whole and full without you also. And if you don't behave in a certain manner, then I'm not going to be with you, no matter what happens. And in Canada, you have to think that even if something happens, there is welfare, etc. Because sometimes it is like, oh, this person is providing me with some material comfort. Then it's a compromise. But if you will really have this, that no, I respect myself, I do not tolerate, I respect you and I expect you to respect me, and then relationships are fine. Because if you have this neediness in your eyes, oh, please don't leave me, and this desperation, and the other person will be abusive. I'm so sorry about that. This person that you are with, you're not the first person. 3 times, and there is already also, if you will go, there is also most probably either it happened or will happen. There is a criminal case about from some female about him. So when a male hits a female, it can be first abuse, just oral abuse, and then it starts to hit. So it keeps on expanding. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. It's very difficult. We can pray with you for strength. We can't pray with the other person because the other person has the right to be whoever or whatever they want to be doing. And alcoholism is okay, but hurting others when you are in an alcoholic phase, that's not okay. So this person that you are with, we can pray for your strength so that you will find the clarity to either to, sometimes there are females, jeseničiny, которые такие сильные, что они заставляют мужчин на то изменяться и выражать любовь и уважение. А есть такие, которые там, не уверены в себе, и тогда другой человек издевается. If someone is not in relationship or anywhere because they feel that you don't respect yourself, and then they can become like that. But if you respect yourself, then no one can hurt you. Okay? We are going to be sending love to Katya also. Om, our heart opens. Namo, we all share in this dance of creation. And we send to her as a group, to Anna and to Katya. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Someone has a question, a lady has a question that I have been working towards attaining a version of my higher self, but sometimes I feel I'm in the unknown and somewhat unsure where I'm going to be as far as my purpose. How old are you? That's my question to Iba. Okay, so the whole group will close their eyes. The lady is 32. So when she was 13 and a half, her family moved, and that left her trauma inside us. And then 17 years and 2 months, you fall in love with a person not of your culture. 21st year, or something is wrong about, like something that the society judges, and that's inside your head. And 21st, you fall in, you have got a lot of things going for you at 21 years and 2 months, you achieve something. 24th year of life, there is a breakup. 27th, you move. 29th, there is a conflict. And 31st, you are depressed. And also at 29 years and 5 months, you are trying to learn different things. Some of it is holistic. So all these things, Siva, are from the past. And the whole group will bless you. So everyone breathes in Om. Namo, open your heart and see her and all the feminine energy who are having issues in your heart. And explode with love. Bless. Bless everyone. Yeah, thank you. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva.
Har Har Mahadev.
Yes,
Om Namah Shiva.
but Tisa, we are very, very enthusiastic. Thank you. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. So keep on sending to love whatever happened at 13 and a half, that uprootment, that sense of love not being right at 17 years and 2 months. At 24, that breakup, 27, 29, there are points of conflict, and 31st, depression. All these things are from the past, and you start focusing on your current life, and you have an opportunity to help others, and that is the main thing. So if you have any other questions, you can keep to my ID or SMS me or anything for any support. And just do this Om Namo Shivaya and offer it to whatever happened when you were 17 years and 4 months. All right. Any other questions?
Me.
Yeah, sure.
A couple of weeks ago, you mentioned about this symbol, right?
Yeah.
What's this one? I couldn't exactly get. That's not right, isn't it? What's the name of this?
No, there is no wrong or right. It's just a spiral of unlocking. You start at a point and you go beyond body, mind, and intellect to be an energy of love, light, and laughter. It is an energy symbol called chokure or chakra by the people who do Reiki, and initiates you in feminine energy of love. That's all. So you focus on in the center of the heart. You can focus on the Om, you can focus on the cross, you can focus on the, but after that, you start focusing on the image of a laughing God. A God who is laughing, because there are people who did work so much amount of work with energy and they could not grow because they became a prisoner of energy, and my energy is better, this energy is called like that. So you still have to go to a level where in your heart you see a God image smiling and blessing everyone and everything unconditionally. No condition. You have to be unlocking your sun-like powers just by imagining. Imagine sun, in the center of the sun, any symbol of God that you have become, and you bless everyone. So there's a question from Mr. Shah also. Okay.
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Hello. I wanted to ask the medicine of laughter, the laughing out loud for the medicinal benefit of happiness. Do you also agree that this is very good for the inner spirit?
Yeah, but laughing out, look, the body does not know whether when you are laughing it is fake or real. So it relaxes you. So your body stress goes away in that way. But when you are laughing at a level of heart, at some point it will become body laughter also. But I want to start from your heart because that is where the core is. So you can use your willpower. I'm going to smile and this, and you can have a plastic smile in North America, and it is good. But it's better. We are in a class of enlightenment. So even if you imagine that you're enlightened and your heart is smiling and blessing everyone, your imagination and reality become one. Okay, that is the teaching.
Thank you.
Okay.
Taron, one more question, please.
Sure.
You said that some people are cursed for money or cursed not to have money.
Yeah.
Do you believe in
Cursed
curse?
with money.
Yeah,
No,
cursed with money.
it's a figure of expression, because most of the planet is thinking, if I had money, then I would be happy. And people who have money, most of the time they are equally miserable. Because if you are in terms like if you are in India and you are actually so desperate for money that you're willing to kill, then that's one level of. But nowadays, that is not the level at which most of the people that I interact with are not at that level. Everyone is comfortable. There is no such thing as a curse. If you will bless from your heart, whatever you think the curse is, it will go away. That's one thing. But because the moment you think, if you believe, because the power of imagination is so strong, if in your imagination you think that someone has cursed you, you will start feeling miserable. If you believe that you have done something wrong. But if you have not done anything wrong, the whole world can curse you and nothing will happen. But if supposing you stole $5 million or $10 million and then you are going on the street and someone curses you, oh, you have got dirty money, and you actually agree, yeah, my money is dirty, it's like, and that those 10 million or 1 million, or because right now it's COVID time. So right now the American government is printing $3 trillion. Canadian government is printing $800 billion because of a virus. So much amount of printing is happening. And the thing is that when you print so much amount of money, 90% never goes to the people. 90% goes away to whoever is distributing. It's a known fact. In some cases, if people are very honest, 60% can reach over there. Very rare cases. But most of it is that this much amount of money, when it will be stolen, will not make people happy. It will make even more them, because they will think that, oh, I have this. What happens when you have more money? You start spending it on more things, but things do not give you happiness. That is the huge problem with the universe. So there is no such thing. But if you are having all this thing that I have stolen this money, you are already putting yourself down. And then when you meet someone and someone is envying you, jealous, oh, you have got this dirty money, etc. And it may be out of jealousy. You you're at a soul level, you're saying to the other person, you know what, I agree with you that this money is bad money. So let it be a curse to me. So that happens. That can happen. But if you are, let's say you work very hard, even if you have to sleep with the directors, etc., you become a huge film star, etc., and you know that just sleeping around was just an act to get your act together. You don't have, you in your mind are perfectly fine. And then the whole world says, oh, you have got this money and you are just an actress and it is, but you feel that you worked for it. You are honest in your mind. Nothing can touch you. Nothing. So that is the whole parameter is about you and your own. If you think that someone has cursed you, if you think that, your power of imagination can be used in both ways. So you start using that for blessing anything and everyone. You think that someone can curse you, bless them. Someone cannot curse you, bless them. Someone is asking me about black magic. So black magic is something, if we start praying, so let's say, oh, let the other person someone is saying that my partner is abusive, and we start praying, oh, please don't abuse this person. Please don't abuse this person. So we are actually now encroaching on the territory of the other person's mind. And if you all to imagine it together, it will happen, but not permanently. But we are encroaching upon the other person's mind. We are getting inside the mindset of another person. Then that is black magic. Whatever we pray for the good of others. We don't say, may my boss become better. May my boss become better. No, we pray, may I have the energy. May I have the wisdom to always bless, no matter what the boss, no matter what the husband does. My blessing and smiling heart is a forever thing. So then it's white. If you start praying, I want to pray for money, I want the other person to change, I want the other person to change, I want the other person, then it becomes you're crossing territory. Okay?
Thank you, Tarun.
So, yes, just bless everything and everyone. You have the power of imagination. Imagination leads to visualization of God in your heart. And then once you can visualize the images of God in your heart, then it creates a change in your personality, healing you at a level of personality. When your personality is healed, then your actions become giving. You start to do something for others. You don't start living only for yourself. I want to be, because the people who have got this much amount of money, just like in North America, has got more money than in other parts of the world. But doesn't mean that people out here are more happier. Yeah. So if anyone else wants their life to be understood or anything from their life to be understood, they can ask right now or send me. I won't tell the name. I'll just use the initial or something. And it works in 3 stages. The first is understanding. So you let the clarity that you have the power of imagination, the symbols of God in your heart. They will clean up your heart just like a candle does, removes darkness. The second, it is going to be, okay. We're also going to be sending love through ourselves. So think of this as a game of spreading love. And anyone who accepts it, without that acceptance, this game won't be happening. So there is no hierarchy of us being better. We are all connected. Time and space do not connect us with everything and everyone. So we send love right now to Susanna. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. So there's also a question about that some person feels that the other person is not faithful. And you can have your answer if the group will pray with you for your clarity. Within 3 days, you will pray for clarity, and then the 4th day, you will have your clarity. Whatever is in your head will be the right thing. But you have to pray to the icon of God that has been shared with you and just say, Om Namah Shivaya, or just to pray, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. All the time, let the subtle energy, that's the secret of Buddhism, which Buddha shared. Your breathing goes inside your body in your universe and becomes subtle energy. Ochin tonka energia dikhanium vaslavavas. Uvidifataka energy. When you see the breathe inside your energy, it becomes energy. Now use that to clean yourself and spread love. Om Namo Shiva. Om, breathe in. Om Namo. Spread it to Susanna and Catherine. Om Namo Shiva. 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 So Bhatti has a question that he comes from a different caste and his brother is getting married. Nothing bad will happen. You just do the rituals which are required for cleanup. Nowadays there is less of casteism, but your brother will probably have to move to a different place. You probably will have to move to a different place. There's a question from a lady S and about partner, and her partner has moved on, but within the next 2 weeks there is someone who is communicating with both of them. There is someone. The communication happens maybe around once in 3-4 days or something, but there is a channel. So people can show up in each other's life when you are free of this addiction. So you have to do that too also. The question from Vika is that there is a block inside. Yes, of course, inside everyone there is a block of anger and judgment. So our judgment at other people, this is not like that, that is not like this, that creates anger. Basically, it creates, whenever we are not in a level of comfort, our comfort is only when things are the way that we want. And if things change, then we are uncomfortable. This uncomfort leads to a fear, and fear leads to anger. It's just the way things happen. That's why a society, or say общество старается to be datively living. If every society tries that children should be happy, because if children are not happy, they become serial killers. They become so unhappy that then it becomes anger, and then it becomes violence. So everyone has that block of anger inside them, resonating with the fear inside them. So you just start sending love from the center of your heart to whatever caused you to feel anger and sad. Om Namo Shiva. 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 Pandit means when you are in India, you can be born in one of the 4 castes. But Pandits are the priests, the people who serve God. The kings are the Rajputs. Then you have the trade class, and you have the 4th class, the lowest class, which is the workmen. And it led to a hierarchy. But in real life, everyone is doing all the 4 things at some point in your day. Sometimes you are praying, sometimes you are acting as if you own this body, so you are like a Rajput, and sometimes you are working for others, so everything's are very flexible. Things are not superficial. Right now, if you want to practice, it doesn't matter how you do the breathing, quickly or faster. It doesn't matter that much. What matters is that when you breathe in, you take it to any chakra or any part of the body. We are practicing with the heart because there's a Namo and then Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Shiva means there is no Mr. Shiva. Shiva means the infinity of love of God. Om Namo Shiva. But at some point, if you want to imagine, you can imagine Shiva in the way he's pictured, or angels as they're pictured. If there is a magnetic attraction towards a coworker, if nothing is wrong, then it doesn't mean that if, first of all, I'm not really sure that the coworker reciprocates that, because people in our life, they become magnetic when they sort of don't really care for us. I'm so sorry. If both of you care, like were attracted, you won't be having this question. So you have attraction and the other person doesn't care so much. Like he's okay with the flirting, but not taking it deep because he has got his own life. And you see in the person some of the things which you don't have in your life. So that's what's happening. You think that the other person has these things. But if you will be with the other person for 3 hours, it would be okay. But if you will have it for 3 days, which is not working out because the other person has commitments, then you will see the real side of how irritated and how incompatible the two of you are. So all attractions are in the mind. Start blessing, and if you can get away with it, get it, but the other person is not really as attracted to you. And in your mind, the attraction is based on the fact that you think that this person is like that and that person in reality is not like that. You can pray for clarity. You can even pray for freedom from attraction by praying, and you can burn up candle, because no one can take away your right to be connected to God directly, irrespective of everything, including myself. All of you can pray directly. Imagine God in your heart, bless everything and everyone, and open your power to love everything and everyone unconditionally. Yeah, the person is attracted, but not so much as to risk anything. There's a difference. That's why I said if for 3 hours, if you get connected, great. But if it's 3 days, then within 72 hours, people will stop playing the role and you'll be able to see clarity. But even that may not happen because there are commitments. So just enjoy. And if you want to be free, you can be free. There's no issue. You don't have to leave job or something for that. You can be free. Just pray to God that I want to be directly connected to you. Everyone is looking for happiness. So in a co-worker, you think, oh, that person will make me happy or something like that. And it's very strong when you were working through your eyes, you see, oh, the other person is good looking, has got a sense of humor. But if you really want, and you say, you know what, it's not happening. The happiness that I seek in the other person, I'm going to get it directly from God. It can happen depending upon your level of imagination. It may not happen, but things will change so that as it is, you will be free. We can always be free. Workplaces are not that they are taboo. It's just that you have to make sure that the HR, etc., there is nothing inappropriate in that. You can, if two people fall in love, etc., it's, yeah, I know these are the times of Me Too, etc., but the other person has got some commitments which are not really work related. So work is used as a mask. Oh, because of this I can't do, etc. In reality, there is not that level of attraction. Like, okay, yeah, great, good enough. But anyone can flirt with anyone for 1 or 2 days. If you are living for 3 days, then it becomes you see a lot of things. Someone is asking about the Golden Temple in India, and the answer is that all temples are meant first. It's like the love question. First, you see love, you see someone handsome or someone you like some quality, you fall in love, and then slowly it has to expand. So you start loving that one person, then you start to love all of the male energy, then you understand that the male energy is born out of a female. So you start loving unconditionally. It has to start somewhere. So it starts with love. But in our times, it becomes, oh, I want to be loved only this, and you can even be thinking of sex, but even it will be sex only with Max. So then it doesn't lead you any, because you have just restricted yourself. Half of the planet is available for fun if you really look at it like that. But you become, instead of opening up, the love makes you a prisoner. It makes you see the differences. If it starts to lead you to respecting the maleness or the femininity on the planet, then it frees you. So you have to see that. There's a question about a husband, and the husband is, yeah, we can definitely help our partners, but we have to become so strong And strength means that whatever happens, our heart is unconditionally, lovingly helping the other person. So in this case, the husband is being depressed for 4 years. Something happened 4 years ago. So you have to, how do you make a husband happy? You keep on telling them endlessly, because husbands are all insecure. I love you unconditionally, and you are so handsome, you're so manly. Things that the other person wants to be like. The first thing that people hear is, so you start telling him how much that person makes you feel like a woman or something like that. You know the weaknesses of your husband, so use them to make him person happy, and then slowly that person will see your smiling heart and will ask to learn, and then you can teach him the smiling heart thing. And go together to some holy places when you can, and just hold hands and start to pray together, and slowly that way you can help your husband. The person is suffering for 4 years. Something changed 4 years ago, and as it is, like, when you cross over 50, you have to be thinking different. So things are always going to be tragedies happening in our life, but they are not really tragedy. Just like getting money is not a comedy. It can be a tragedy, because once you have money, or you think that people who are born good looking are lucky. A lot of good looking people and like rich people are so insecure. Oh, you only love me because my nose is like this, or I want you to really love me. And the rich man, I think you are with me for my money. That's like, get over it. Like, if the other person is with you, just enjoy it. So if you go to a temple, you have to follow what the rules of the temple are. You don't have to hold hands. It doesn't mean anything. You can be connected at a level of heart and pray anywhere on the planet. So everyone, right now, I'm going to be just, everyone from their heart is sending love to Chi. Om Namo Shiva. She's asking for some superpowers, but the superpower is actually of imagining God in your heart. Om Namo Shiva. We're sending love to Bhatti Saab so that he's looking for certain answers on the planet. He finds them. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Shai is looking for some support, financial support also. So we send it to, we can't send financial support, but we can send the support so that you see money not as good or bad, but as your means to help others. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Richard has been looking for trying out different techniques, etc., for the last 2.5 years. So may you find whatever makes your heart happy, and that is usually by serving others. Vera is looking for 3.5 years suffering from something, some question unresolved about partnership. So sending love so that you grow. Juana has been very hurt 2 years and 5 months ago. Whatever happened, that we are sending you love. Om Namo Shivaya. Jean is looking for more ways to grow. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Puneet is looking for peace. We send it to her. Om Namo Shivaya. Irina is looking for success in art. Om Namo Shivaya. Sweta is looking for peace in the heart and reconciliation in the family. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Janet is looking for answers to about husband. They will be resolved. You can help others by helping yourself. Sweta is looking for more guidance. It's all inside your heart. All the guidance is inside your heart. Sarah is looking to move on. Whether you want it, Sarah, or you don't, everyone is moving on. Boris is looking for health issues also to be resolved. They will be. No worries. Oh, so everyone is sending love to everyone that I'm naming. Sarah, Boris, Jenna. Om Namo Shiva. Sweta. Om Namo Shiva. Marina. Om Namo Shiva. Heather. Om Namo Shiva. Irina is having conflicts in the family. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Lena is still struggling with relationships. Everyone is. Om Namo Shiva. Natasha is looking for the next step. Om Namo Shiva. Also for financial support. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. So as your body becomes, with your subtle breathing, you imagine a smiling God, shining God in the center of your heart. In thoughts or in reality, you raise your right hand or left hand palm. You imagine your heart has an eye, and that eye also opens in your palm, like the symbol of Hamza. And you shout that eye, when it opens, it showers everyone with love. Especially you shower with love everything that you have a fear of, not having a relationship, not having enough money, not having this. These are all thoughts in the mind. They are not your reality. The world has got 3.4 billion people of the other sex. You can always have a relationship. There's so much amount of money, but it doesn't make you. The money that I can provide with you is abundance in the mind. So if your heart feels rich, you are rich. If your heart doesn't feel rich, it doesn't. Om Namo Shiva. Jay and husband's issues are all together. Om Namo Shiva. Om. Om Namo Shiva. Heather, we are sending to her. We can pray for your brother. Someone's brother has got addictions, and there are 3 people with like that. It's not only you. There are 3 people whose brothers have got addictions. So we can become strong, and we can teach them with a healing heart. But they have their life path, and your brother has been the case, which is more or less 80% time happy in his addiction. So how can you work with that? You can become so strong that some people are going to be teaching us how not to be. Some people will always teach us, that will show us as a teacher, please don't drive this car like me. Please don't spoil your life with addictions, etc. And even this feeling for love, I'm looking for love, is an addiction, because we don't know that we ourselves are streams of love. Just like water cannot get thirsty, if we don't think of ourselves as a body, we are only givers of love. So the whole world has become consumers. We are consuming, we are buying this. We have become takers of love. Well, right now you are all givers of love. And as givers of love, you give love to the person with addictions also, but you maintain a distance. Superpower is the ability to love everyone unconditionally. That is what a superpower is. You are like the sun. Sun is the most powerful, because all life and everything started from the sun on our planet. But if you close your eyes, there is the power of sun nowhere. So you have the superpower to open your heart and bless everything and everyone. And this superpower will definitely change first your style of thinking. When your style of thinking changes, you don't have any more fears, etc. You serve others unconditionally. Then you become even more happier and stronger. That's what happens. Your heart can smile under any circumstances. That's the true superpower. No matter even if you are dying. We know it's a game on this planet. We did everything that we could for other people. Now it's the time to leave, because things are becoming very, very strange, even stranger than we had expected them to be. So we can leave. And if someone is leaving, we have empathy and sympathy, but nothing is tragic on this planet. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva means I see God in myself. I see God in everything. You're all blessed with Om in the center of your forehead, in the center of your heart. Om Lena, Om, Zu, Natasha, Lindsay, Om, Lena, Irina, Heather, Marina, Sarah, Boris, Janet, Om, Lauren, Karina, Elmira, Jean, Joanna, Bhatti. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Okay, guys. It was a 1 hour and 30 minutes. Thank you, everyone. Till next week or within after 2. We'll try to come up with Lena. We'll come up with some format. Because in these times of COVID, there need to be more people who can bless others fearlessly, because there's so much amount of fear going around. We have to become the counter, the balancing acts on the planet. Okay, everyone.
Thank you,
Smile
Gupta
with your
sir.
heart.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Om Namah Shiva. Panchod ji.
Okay.
Thank you so much. All the
All right.
blessings.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tarun.
Oh, well.
Thank you, Tarun.